Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a Kim Kardashian inspired makeup look, the one that she wore at the Met Gala. However, I know so many people are already doing it and you know they're doing it to a T. I kind of want to do it a little bit more simplified and not as glowy like on the body and stuff. I want to make it everyday friendly, if that makes sense. So just really taking inspiration from that look and just making it so that you can wear it every day. There's still going to be the shimmer in the center, the glitter and all that kind of stuff. It's just going to be something that you could wear every day without a whole lot of glow, if that's not what you're looking for. So if you want to know how to do that, then well, I guess you should just keep watching, I guess. Okay, so I've already done my eyebrows and my foundation. I've applied some concealer on my lids, but I'm just gonna take this brush and just you know, smooth out the creases that I have on the eyeballs. I'm thinking of using the Naked Reloaded palette and my Friendcation palette. Now, side note, if you don't have these palettes, okay, don't stress. Don't stress. Basically, all you're gonna need is a whole bunch of brown eyeshadows and some gold sparkly eyeshadows. I am sure that whatever palette you may have in your collection, you're gonna have them. These are just the palettes I'm going for. Whether you have the Stila or the Tarte or the whatever, you're gonna find these colors in your palettes. So I just wanna do that as a side note because I seriously feel like there's this whole pressure of getting the latest palettes when in reality you don't bloody need them. Truth. Anywho's, okay, so first what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking Basic right here, and I'm gonna put that all in my crease. Now, Basic is a skin tone color, okay? Just gonna zoom you guys in. It's a skin tone color, barely any color payoff on my skin tone. I just want to use this shade purely for the fact that I've used concealer as my base, okay, and I just want to set it down with a little bit of something. So I'm just going to apply this really messily, and I'm just going to focus that mainly in my crease, so where I usually tend to get a lot of my crease. Next, I'm actually going to take Necessity. So this shade right here. Now this shade is a really light, cool brown, I would say. Okay, and I'm just going to use that to apply into my crease. Now another thing you can use here is actually bronzer. So if you don't have like a light, cool, warm-ish brown, never fear. You can just use your bronzer because this is just gonna act kind of like a transition, a base for the darker browns to be blended into. I'm just going to work that in. As you can see, I'm not using a lot of the color, and I'm really making sure I go just above my actual crease. I'm gonna flip my brush to the side like this, and in windshield wiper motions, just gonna blend that out. Okay, next I'm going to go in with Churro, which is this very rich, warm brown, and I'm going to start applying this onto the inner and outer portions of my eyes, and I'm also going to put a little bit of that into my crease. Now I haven't swapped my brush, as I don't feel the need to just yet. So I'm really just making sure that blends into that necessity shade that we used. Now if you feel like the blend's not that fantastic on the edges there, you can go back in with that first shade, apply a little bit of it. Then grabbing a clean blending brush, you can just use that blending brush to really buff out these edges here. Okay, next I'm going to go into a really dark brown, a rich dark chocolate brown, and I'm going to work that again into the in and outer portions of my eyes, and really just deepening them up, just like so, really deepening them up and smoking it out. Again, just going to go in with my clean blending brush and really start to blend out these edges here, really making sure they're very blown out. Okay, before we go on, I'm just going to get a black eyeliner. It can be any black pencil eyeliner that you have. This one just happens to be the Zoeva graphic liner, I believe. It's quite tiny. And I'm going to run that on my lower waterline and on the top lash line. And then I'm going to get a really small blending brush. I'm going to go in with the darker brown that we used. And on the lower lash line, I'm going to really smoke out that black eyeliner and make it really smoky. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get the mid-tone brown that we used, just to help us blend the very edges of that dark brown out. Okay, now time for the fun part, time for the gold in the center of the eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the pale gold from this palette. This is called Just a Kiss. I'm actually going to take it on my finger, then I'm going to apply that on the center, so where we've left that gap in between the inner and outer portions of our eyes, that's where we're placing this gold. Do you see that? I don't know if the camera's picking that up quite well, but it just adds some really nice dimension to the eyes, and when the light catches your eyes, when you close them, it's just gonna catch it really nicely. Obviously using your finger, it will let the product really melt into your skin. Okay, so I've applied that shade. Now I want to build up the intensity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Naked Reloaded palette. And I'll take this gold shade right here. See that? So the first one was a pale gold, a really shimmery pale gold. This is more of a bit of a smoother, more deeper gold. And I'm just going to apply that just on the very top. Okay. And then just to give it that oomph, that little bit of oomph, we're going to go in with Urban Decay's Midnight Cowboy glitter liner, which is a gold liner. And we're literally just going to apply that just on the very center of that halo. See that? See how the light just picks it up really nicely? That's what we're going to be doing. It's a little bit, you can tap it out with your finger if you need be. Just like that. And then also for the inner corner, okay, so I'm going to zoom you guys out. I'm going to leave lashes on till last. Okay, so next I want to bronze out my face. Now, as I said, I don't want to make it as glowy as Kim Kardashian's was. I want to make it very still wearable. I mean, it depends what you guys consider as wearable. I find this is quite wearable. But anyways, I'm going to go in with my very trusty Give Me Some bronzer by MAC. It's one that I honestly always use. And I'm really going to focus the bronzing onto the outer portions, like outer outer perimeter of my face. I'm just doing like a light dusting of it. It's gonna also dust a little bit over my nose. Okay, and this is a little bit of a blush. I'm gonna use Warm Soul, also by MAC. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that to my cheeks, but also like kind of putting it towards the back as well with my cheeks. Okay, now time for the most important part of the look is the glow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix Fuego here. I'm going to apply that first to my cheekbones. Automatically, you can see that glow. Beautiful. A little bit down the center and the very tip. And I like to put whatever's left over on the brush on my forehead, Cupid's bow, and chinny chin chin. Okay, and then we're gonna get the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood loose powder, highlight powder. Right, and I'm just going to follow that, but also follow from the top of my lip up. So it gives me that really dewy look. Okay, I'm going to spritz my face as well. I'm just going to use the Cover Effect setting spray. Okay, I'm going to go put my lashes on, and then I'm also going to put my lipstick on, and I'll tell you guys what I use for that once I kind of like figure it out and stuff, and then I'll show you guys the finished look. Okay, so my lashes are on, and this is how it's looking like with the look. On my lips I have MAC Spice Lip Liner, and I have Colourpop's Choker and Hot Mosh Pit lippy sticks on my lips, and I've got my cross earrings in. These are from Lovisa, and that's the finished look inspired by Kim Kardashian's Met Gala makeup. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was really simple and easy for you guys to follow. If you did enjoy, please subscribe, like, comment, all that kind of good stuff, and that way I know that you guys actually like this kind of stuff and I can keep doing them. Yeah. Until then, until the next one, I will see you guys very, very soon. Thank you so much. Bye.